Hey everyone, it's Andy Zitzmann, founder of the GAMETIME Movement, where I'm on a mission to helping you and 1 million other people step up your game. In this short 3 to 5 minutes every day, I'm going to provide you with inspiration, motivation, and empowering information so that you can wake up, have a little pick-me-up, get fired up so that you step up on a daily basis. So get ready, because it's time, it's your time, it's game time. Hey, what's up? I'm Andy Zitzmann, founder of the GAMETIME Movement, where I help people just like you step up your game in life and business so that you can truly have it all. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to give you 3 to 5 minutes every day of daily motivation and inspiration, maybe sometimes empowering information so that you can step up your game and step into your greatness. Here's what I know. I know that inside each and every one of us is a champion, and I believe each and every day we have a choice to step into that greatness and be a champion, or to go the other way, to play small or to play large. And I believe that it's important for each and every one of us to get into that peak state, to have some motivation, some inspiration to tap into your heart. And I'm gonna get real with you for a second. I didn't always know how to step up my game in life, but I did know how to step it up in business and in school. I grew up in a small town in Michigan, modest background, middle class. You know, didn't have a lot, but had enough. And at an early age, shortly after college, I did well in school, went to college, got a great degree, and I moved to New York City. And I got things too fast. But at the same time, I was stepping up. I took chances, I took risks. I did things that other people don't normally do. My first job in the corporate world, I quit after 10 months. I started my own company with my buddy for 2 years. In fact, I was selling Beanie Babies for 2 years, if you remember those things, and making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then I went into the corporate world, and I excelled there too. In fact, I forced my way in, basically, into a Fortune 500 company with no experience, worked for a tech company, and had a 12-year career there. And I moved up the ladder, and I kicked butt. And I made a bunch of money, more than I ever imagined. And I did really, really well. And I knew how to step up my game in business. But you know what? I didn't know how to step up my game in life. In fact, I became a workaholic. All I cared about was making money. All I cared about was being the best, and I just wanted more. I didn't even know what I wanted more of. And here's what happened. I was a work hard, play hard kind of guy. And pretty soon the playing hard wasn't playing hard anymore. And I became addicted to cocaine. And I was basically living 2 lives. On one hand, I was really crushing it in the business world and doing well. But on the other hand, I was self-destructing, self-sabotaging. I ruined every relationship in my life, and ultimately, I felt completely empty inside. And at 33 years old, I was living in Boston, and I was doing great still in the business world. But I checked out for about 3 days, and I thought I was gonna die. I was so empty inside. I was miserable. I was holed up in my condo. Beautiful condo too. Holed up in my condo after a 3-day binge, cocaine everywhere, vodka spilling on the floor. It was a disgusting sight. It was sad. Most people that knew me couldn't even believe that I was capable of doing that. But that's what I was living, and I wasn't just living that for a short period of time. I had lived that from 23 to 33. I overdosed at 23 and almost died, and it took me another 10 years to actually turn my life around. And that was the night. That was the defining moment. When for the first time, for whatever reason, I got on my hands and knees and I just prayed to God for the first time and forever. And I just said, God, I don't care if you take it all away. In fact, I had it all. From the outside looking in, I was living the dream. But I was like, you know what? I don't care if you take it away, because right now, I can't keep living like this. I had all the money, all the material things, and I realized in that moment that none of that stuff actually matters. It's nice, it helps, but it's not really what life's all about. And that success without fulfillment is not success at all. And that if we could just wake up every single day with some consciousness, some awareness, and with intention to actually do what we really want to be doing, to love the way that we want to be loved, and to prioritize ourselves and the things that we value most, that we truly can have it all. And that's what Game Time's all about. Game Time and the Game Time Movement is a community of like-minded people that are just coming together each and every day to be motivated and inspired to step into our greatness, to live consciously, to live with intention, and to believe that if we wake up and we're positive and we're motivated, that we can really achieve anything. And I firmly believe that. And here's what I know, and here's what I've done. Basically, I went back to that corporate world and I started making all that money again, and it didn't really feel right. It didn't really mean the same thing to me. And so ultimately, I left the corporate world, and ever since, I've been giving back. I've dedicated my life and my business to give back, and now I want to give back to you. And so I believe that I was given the second chance to do something great, and I believe that you too can do something great. So whether you're in a place where you're just stuck and you need some momentum, or maybe you're like me and you got to turn your life around, or maybe you're just getting started and you want to have some motivation and inspiration, or perhaps you're that high achiever who really has it all but just knows that you want to take it to the next level, and that in getting there you're going to have to be devoted and more consistent to step up your game and to give your best. Well, that's what I do. That's what I'm all about. And that's what my story has taught me. What happened was, I was finally able to attract an unbelievable woman into my life. She's amazing, she's beautiful, and she's my partner and fiance and co-founder of the Game Time Movement. And her name is Leanna. And so I want to introduce you to Leanna because she's going to be a big part of the overall movement. And Leanna, unlike me, she didn't have the same struggles in life that I had. In fact, Leanna kind of figured it out early. She's an amazing woman, and she's had kind of two parallel careers that totally play into what we're trying to accomplish with Game Time, which is helping, again, high achievers step up their game in life and business. You see, Leanna decided to go and be a teacher, and she was a teacher for 20 plus years. Also worked in professional development in the educational systems. She's got 2 masters in literacy and leadership, and she's worked with some of the most challenged kids in the country. She's always worked in inner cities and always worked with some of the toughest kids. And so she learned at a very young age in her career how to instill hope in kids, to instill courage and faith that at any moment you can turn your life around. At any moment you can do better than what you think. And to be able to do that with kids is just such an amazing thing. And so Leanna's been devoted to that, but she's also been devoted to helping people step up their game in their fitness as well. See, she's been a personal trainer as well as a professional triathlete, where she's worked with some of the best professional athletes in the country, as well as personally trained some of the executives in this country, some other high achievers in this country, so that they can understand the importance to not only doing great in business in their life, but just how important health is as well, and fitness, in terms of truly having it all. And in the Game Time Movement, we're actually going to do something very special that's near and dear to our hearts. We've decided we're going to create a foundation and partner with charities so that as part of the Game Time Movement, we're going to raise $1 million in the next year. So the overall mission of the movement is to reach, raise, and give $1 million and reach 1 million people in 1 year. That's what Leanna's all about. That's what I'm all about. And in you being part of this movement, that's what we're going to be about together. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for stepping up your game. Here's what you can do to spread the movement. Go to GAMETIMEMovement.com and be sure to share your Game Time Moment of the day, your GMOTD, so that others will feel compelled to share their Game Time moments too. And if you haven't already, subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, and please be so kind to leave a rating and review so that we can reach 1 million people and encourage them to step up their game too. This is Andy Zitzmann, reminding you it's your time, it's game time. Till next time.